friends, and welcome to my channel. So today we are continuing with this series. So in this episode we want to talk about how to illuminate with lights inside the interiors, because it's not the same like illuminate outside terrains like maps and things like that, and also how to avoid clippings in some asset. So let's do that. So the first we want to do is told you about, I just fill this stuff. So now we have all the roof for all the map. I know it's still on development here, but it's still only have this one. And also I have put these two doors. You don't need to fill completely, because you remember we have this kind of look from the camera, so that's why we have it there. So yeah, probably I want to add a few more, so we can just go here, just duplicate it with Alt, and let's put one more here, and probably one more right here, something like that. So right now, if we go play, we have this guy with the light coming. Like you see this, the clipping I means. So we want to fix this for these assets, and also when we go here, we want to have it with better lighting, because right now this lighting for the outside and we don't want that. So let's do that. So the first, they're gonna be lighting, so let's do that. So let's put this one. I don't know why it's always a lot here. So okay, so let's delete the lighting because we don't need it. This one, the directional light. So now we have an empty light. So now we have all this, you don't see nothing at all, so that's fine. So if I go play, we don't see nothing. So we want a little lighting here, so let's do that. So let's go to a point light, for example, we can use. So let's put a point light right here, for example. Let's put it, yeah, something like that, and let's put it more close to the roof, something like that. And yeah, so now if we go play, if I go to the right, you can see nothing because it's all dark. But when I go close to the point light, just see now I can see the player. So okay, so a lot of people here have the mistake. There's some games, so they always put a lot of light, like press Alt, you put another one here, put another one here, another one here. That is not the way to do it, because this is gonna take a lot of performance and you don't really need it. I know that you're gonna say yes, but my scene didn't look right because if I don't have too many point lights. Well, I want to give you a quick tip. So in AAA games, so AAA games, they normally do is have a big light that cover almost all the map, or at least one section of the map. For example, in this case, I want this light to cover almost everything. So what I'm going to do is put this light. Let's put something more strong, like 10 maybe, not too much, but a little bit. And we want to use a source radius. In this one, let's put something more bigger. So let's something like, no, something like that. And also we want to use source length. So in here, you want to increase this whatever you want. You can see they're going to be larger and larger. So you want to rotate this to be like this and make this, probably for me, they want to be all this map, all this area. So I want to cover all this stuff. So probably something like that. Let's go like this. Yeah, something like that. You can put more if you want, but for me, I want to leave it for that. So we have covered everything. So now I have to cover also this stuff. So at the radio, you want to open to see almost everything. So now if you go play, you're gonna see you have a little light in the top. It's fine. You see this, they're gonna get more lighting for everywhere, but it's not complete because you wanna see this gonna take a lot of performance. So a lot of the game what they do is disconnect the gas channel. So if you disconnect these, they don't almost have no impact at all almost. So they have still impact but less. So let's move this light just a little bit because I think it's not aligned with this one. I want to put it something like that. So now they have more power in the light, but let's put more, also more, let's put like 25. So now if I go play, you see it's no shadows, but now they illuminate almost all these corridors. So now we don't need too many lights. So we still need more laning, but now we have something to always, you can see the player. Also you can put it more big if you want this one. So let's put something, I don't know, something like this. Let's check it out how they look. So if you go play, you can see they look a lot better for this kind of game. Probably here is too strong, but we can twitch a little bit. So now we have always so kind of light to illuminate all these walls, anything like that. So yeah, so we have these. So we're gonna need another one probably to inside here, but that one they're gonna be less strong, of course. So let's go another one. Let's put it something like this. Yeah, probably something like that. Also, let's do it more, have more space here. Let's see, something like that probably, and a lot less small. You don't need to that big. So let's put like this, and also the sound rate, no, not that one. They want the noise radio a lot less because we don't need that much. Okay, so let's go play. So now we have more illuminate all this stuff. Yeah, so now we have the basic ones, so they're gonna be for illuminate these. So now we want to put the real life lights, so we can see how they really look in this map. So they're gonna use another point light, but this time we're gonna use spotlight. So let's put like something like here. Let's put it something at the top, and let's go more intensity. I don't know, like let's put 50 for now. Attenuation radius, we can do whatever we want really. So I'm gonna leave it by default. I think it's fine. The corner, we can just open these tabs to see a lot better. So also let's put it more in the top, something like this. So yeah, we can do something like that, but this time we want to use shadows because they're gonna be the real life lights we wanted. So let's put something like here one. So let's go out, let's put another one maybe right here. Don't try to don't overlap too much. I do another one to put in here, and let's do another one, use something like this. And from this one let's get another one, it put it something like this. You remember this gonna cast shadows, so they're gonna hit the performance, so don't go crazy with this stuff. So now if you go play, you see now they have better lighting from the interiors now. So yeah, and also if I put control STAT space SPS, you can see I have my 60 frames per second all the time. So also I have a lot of lights, so but still they have a good performance because the two bigger ones are no cast shadow. So this is, they don't cast shadow, they don't really take too much performance. Still take performance, but less, a lot less. So the shadows is the more strong, the performance wise, right? So yeah, so this is from the lighting. So now you can play with this stuff. You can put it something more sci-fi if you want. In my case, I'm gonna get all these spotlights and probably get some. What we can do, we can use temperature, so we can do it more like we can go more warm if we want to be more like the ball, something like that, or we can go more cold, so they're gonna be 7,000 for example. You can see it's more white, so for me I'm gonna leave it like that, but probably I want to more intensity, so let's put 100. You can see now we have a lot more intensity, but probably too much, so I'm gonna go to 250. I think it's fine. Yes, And also we can do indirect lighting, so we can crank this up to the maximum. I believe is 6, so they're gonna be the shadows. But if you're using Lumen, this is not gonna work correctly. You need to remember that. In my case, I using Lumen, so they don't really does too much. So yeah, so let's do that. Also, if the performance is too bad, let's say you're gonna play, the performance is like 30 ps, something like that, you don't want to use Lumen, so you can do is go to the post-process volume you have. I think we have something in the level. Yeah, we have this one. They cover, let's see if we cover everything. I'm bound. Yes, they cover everything. So if you put here global illumination, you have here metal. So if you select this one, you have Lumen. If I disconnect this to none, now we don't use Lumen and this post-process volume. So now they're gonna have better performance here if you want. So now we can crank in, you know, the indirect lighting if we want. So right now, if I go play, for me, that doesn't matter. They still have 60, but you can see this different kind of lighting because now we don't use the Lumen in this part. So that depends what you like it. For me, they look okay with Lumen, so I wanna use Lumen for me. So I wanna just put here Lumen. You can use another stuff if you want, but the main one you can see automatically the different. You see the shadow is more strong. So if you go Lumen, you have better shadows. So let's disconnect this. For me, it's fine. So yeah, so you can play with this. For me, it's gonna be fine for this stuff, something like that. Maybe you can change the spotlight for a point light. Maybe it's better for this kind of game. So yeah, so let's do this for the door so that you can be able to don't hit this door. So let's do that. Okay, so I just expand this a little bit, the doors, because there was too narrow. So it's better to the character go better. So now you can see the door is huge, but now it's better to open it. Now I hit it something here, so I have to fix this. So let's see, I hit it. So okay, so we need to go this a little bit down probably, because maybe now it's too big here. So let's go down a little bit. So let's test it now. Yeah, now it's better. So you can see we still have the issue with colliding the camera here. We don't want to do that. Okay, so it's two ways to do this stuff. First, we can do is just go to the character. So let's go new collection, go to main character blueprint, and if you have here camera boom, just select this one and go to do collision text and you unconnect this. This automatically now all these assets they're gonna be in front of the camera boom. They don't work at all. So now we can pass through it if they don't have that problem. So that's fine. So if you want to do it like this, in this template, in my case, probably this is the best option because we never gonna have too many things in front of the camera. So I don't want to always be able to do this. So yeah, but if you use different kind of games, so you want to zone asset, you wanna get the camera closer, you don't want to do this. The way you want to do it is get the camera boom, connect it again. So we have that collision issue again. So let's test it. So you say I don't lie. You can see they have the collision test. So the way to do it is in the asset you want to avoid this stuff. For example, let's set this one. So you select this and go with this collision test here. So this collision preset, let's change this to custom. So now we can select this stuff. In here we have trace response. So we have the camera here. So I want to ignore the camera. So if they ignore this, ignore the camera don't have the behavior for this asset. So if I have this, remember it's before this one. If I go play, if I go this one, I have the bad behavior. But if I go here, we don't have that behavior because I disconnect the line trace from the camera. There's a little trick if you want some asset to do the behavior. For example, here, if you want it, you can do it. But if you don't want it, you're gonna disconnect the trace of the camera. You can do whatever you want. You can do in this one too. So if I go here, I want to do the same thing, go all the way down, but not all the way down. Go here, collision, change the collision preset to custom, and go here to camera respawn. Let's get to false ignore. So if I do this one too, stop here. So collision, custom, and you want to behavior the camera to be off. So now all this stuff is not working with the camera. In this case, fine. Probably I want to leave it like this because maybe I want to do a collision test later on. So I want to leave it connected, but that is the way to do this. So that is the best way to avoiding clipping stuff with the camera. Also this object too, so they don't want to have never. Also you can pick this stuff, so it's working perfectly fine. So yeah, so that's gonna be it for this behavior of the camera and also of the lighting. So the next episode, probably they asked me a lot, so how to do doors. So they're gonna be this kind of door to open up and down, and also do an elevator, so we can go to different floors, anything like that. So that's gonna be it for the next episode. So that's gonna be it for this one. So if you want to support me, you can go to my coffee page and you can donate for just $1 if you want, or you can subscribe to be a member. So if you're a member, you wanna have exclusive stuff. For example, you're gonna have the show this video before publishing the channel, and you can have the project file from the tutorial. Also this one, the GTA, the inventory system, anything like that. I have a few, so they're gonna have all for members. And also you are supporting the YouTube channel and my game I'm creating right now. So I hope soon I can show something about my current game. So yeah, also if you have questions or you need help in your projects, things like that, you can talk with me in the Discord. For me, it's more easy to respond from the Discord to respond to the comment on YouTube. So like always says, thank you for watching and see you in the next video. So bye bye.